What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. You're going to have a little stream here about one of my favorite artists of all time. Definitely favorite comic book artist of all time, Alan Davis, who I actually don't take a whole lot from his work other than maybe some shading. I don't know. I just don't. Inspirational wise, definitely inspiring. But reference material, I still lean more towards the McFarlane Silvestri thing. It just feels a little more natural. And I'm eating some Fig Newtons here. Nature's Bakery. It's probably terrible for me, but gotta eat. All right. This one right here, probably not very well known to most people in the States, most normies. Alan Davis, of course, I would say most popular for his run from the beginning on the Excalibur series here in the States. Prior to that, did quite a bit of work. Was it like 2000 AD? Stuff over in the UK. The Captain Britain ongoing series, I guess it would be. And other things has been pretty active. So this is a collection. I don't remember when this came out. I got it quite a while back. And I think I paid far more than $17.99 USDs for it. Alan Moore did write a large portion of this. I would never recommend this to people who do enjoy Alan Moore's stories, though. Basically, it's just aliens, just not a whole lot of human characters, if I recall. So, anyways, I'll be remembering this as I'm looking through it because it's been a while. This collection here, though, is looks like a 2000 AD soft cover trade. I'm trying to see if there's any other identification stuff on it. I'm not really seeing it. So this must have come out a little bit later then, because they cite Justice League of America, the Nail series, which isn't old. So, yeah, I'm curious. Let's see here. Not seeing the 2010. Okay, so this is a reprint. I'm pretty sure that there was one of these that had come out at least in the late 80s for collected editions. Majority of this is black and white. And I think it was also mostly shorts, I guess, in the 2000 AD magazines. So if you notice the scale, this is a standard. Is it standard? Let me see here. I'm not so sure if it's standard. A comic book, yeah, it's pretty close to a comic book size. So, but if you look at the pages, you can see they're more of a square. It's a magazine size, or just shrunk down a bit for this publication. Close to comic size. But yeah, so this right here, I would say, is peak Davis prior to the Excalibur run, which is also peak Davis. Some artists have an Ugly Duckling era in the middle or towards the end, or even at the end of their artistic career. I feel like his actually was during the Captain Britain run. To be honest, there was a little bit of stylistic changes, and there was a lack of the confidence that is going on with all of these pages. So the Captain Britain run, you probably will not see an Art for Inspiration video for that one. I'm not the biggest fan of those. I love the covers. The cover art is awesome on those. But yeah, the interiors are a bit lacking. I don't look at them very often, to be honest, if at all. Yeah, this stuff's great, and drawn for black and white, so all the textures and stuff is taken care of here. Stuff with metal and all that. I think around here I didn't ask him. He had come out for a show and got to bother him a little bit about his process and a little bit about his work and the inking and that. Did not talk to him about influences though. Um, but when I look at a lot of this stuff, I definitely get a Neil Adams Batman vibe from a lot of it, but it's like it feels a little more refined to me. I trust my eyeballs. It's what my eye holes tell me. All right, so we'll keep going through here. But yeah, if you are a fan of Alan's work and you're interested in it, I would recommend this. Partially because you get so many black and white pages in it, so you can really study uh, all the noodling and some of his approaches to cross hatching um, and negative area spaces, which don't necessarily connect in or out of a shaded area, which can be tricky. Um, yeah, he was inking this stuff himself too, so this is also Alan's inks. But does a pretty good job too. A lot of these characters, they can come off a little goofy because they don't have this is an unrealistic proportion face. They're anamorphic. Some of them are aliens. I mean, some of it can be kind of goofy looking, but his rendering style kind of saves it a bit. So all around weird, probably mostly due to Alan Moore. I think this is still Alan inking himself. It was later on he ended up getting some inks from I think it was Mark Farmer. Paul Neary came in later. And Neary, I think, actually started up on Alan stuff on Detective Comics. Because I don't recall whether or not he was on any of that Batman and the Outsiders work, which, those books are okay. Those books are fine. They're a product of their time, but I do feel like the Detective Comics books by Alan Davis before McFarlane came in and took over the book for a short stint. Um, I feel like that was some of his best DC work that he had produced. Get a little peek into him, his take on a lot of the Rogues Gallery too. All right, let's see, keep going here. Yeah, like I said, these are all 2080 shorts. I don't own a single 2080 magazine. Um, I imagine it's somewhat close to like a layout of a Mad magazine from the 80s, like maybe some fake ads, maybe mainstay characters, Dread, obviously. Kind of like heavy metal, but heavy metal soft, I guess. Yeah, this stuff was. Let's see. I think. Yeah, he's still listed as a art robot, is what he's listed as on these black and white pages here. Later on, they do get upgraded to color. And those serials are in here as well. And yeah, again, I can't really. There's so much to point out. I can't point out everything, but obviously great compositions, multi-panel pages, easy to read. Um, just really really cool work. There's a weird throat, like there's some weird stuff in here that I noticed. Like this family is weirdly similar to a family that he put in the Excalibur. Like I think it was one of the Cross Time Caper books. So I think that he gives a little bit of throwbacks to characters that are really obscure, like background characters, and to some of his other projects. Not that they're a shared universe, because they're not, but it's interesting. Like who was it? Some of the villains. Oh man, my brain just stopped. The Kisner, whatever they're called. Um, from Excalibur, they actually appeared in the Captain Britain books, which is UK based. So, oh, here you go. Okay, so Alan Davis is still the art robot here. Bam, that's the end of it there, right? Now, full color. Okay, hand colored pages. Looks like a mixture of inks and markers, maybe some watercolor. The writers on this stuff here no longer Alan Moore. It's written by Jamie or Jaime Delano and Alan Davis, with Davis on pencils, the inks and the colors, Mark Farmer. So Mark Farmer came in and inked the work and colored it. And I got to meet Mark Farmer out there too. Pretty nice dude. He really busy. He had a lot of Alan Davis sketches to ink during the show out here, so didn't get much time to speak to him. I was getting some commission rates and stuff um, for some original art. But they were both very, very busy. Very busy. They had a lot of pre-con commissions and a lot of headshots and torso type commissions on site that they had to knock out. And I think that when they were out here, um, you know, out where they are out like the UK, I think it was like 80, 90 degrees. It was like 115, you know, dead center of Phoenix, just a concrete jungle. Plus, their body clocks were off by about 10 hours, so they should have been like middle of the night sleeping when they were at this show. Um, okay, so that's the end of that, and then you get a little bit of a gallery in here. Um, these things are great. These things are great. So, oh, here, I'll point this out too. Not very common knowledge. Alan told me this because I had asked him. I told him the rumor that I heard, and he confirmed it. So, Alan has a very distinct autograph. And all the way up through Excalibur, even if it's kind of rushed, that's his signature, right? So apparently, early in his career, that wasn't a signature. He had more of a check writing signature autograph. And he said that his brother hated his autograph. So his brother literally drew this like a drawing and told Alan he needs to switch it up. So he said, yeah, my signature, which is this right here, was designed by his brother. We didn't go any further than that. I have no idea if his brother is also an artist or what, but yeah, he said the way he signed his artwork irked his brother so badly that he redrew his autograph for him. And he goes, yeah, so my autograph is basically just modeled after the way his brother redesigned it. So there you go. Some info. Some info. I've seen this printed several times in other magazines. I don't remember in what. And I think this too. Some pinups in other issues. So, oh, it's nice. It tells you issue 369, 2000 AD. This book too has a little bit of like a soft Lobo vibe. Feels very European. Some more pinups here. And before this collection, I've never seen any of these. They're just not something that really circulates around the net or in the the fan groups and that. So yeah, this stuff's super dope. Um, get a little bit of a script by Alan Moore here. More pages. Well, I guess it's so you can line it up to what Alan drew. So word heavy. It's rocking a Punisher shirt. All right, so there's that right there. So you got Dr. and Quinch, Dr. Quinch, whatever, complete. Yeah, again, if you're into Davis and studying his line art, um, this stuff here, I would say that this is the style he kind of stuck with through probably all the way up to Excalibur. I would say 13, 14, whatever issue it was when he first left. But I know Davis did kind of he did some shifting in his approach to shading and some of his line usage when he came back. It was Excalibur 23. It had a little bit of a different, refined feel to it. Um, not He got rid of a lot of the loose that he used to do, but yeah, you definitely get some loose goose in this one here. If you can track it down, awesome. If you can track down a copy not like mine, where mine got bent somehow, even better. Yeah, even better. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.